So this morning, we're going to finish off the last 3 of our presentations, and then you're going to go back to your community group, finish off all your paperwork, finish off all your thank yous, make sure you've got all your achievement standards in and all of those sorts of things. And then we've got a day of merit awards and tabloids this afternoon. So in a minute, I'm going to ask you to stand, and remember, this is a good practice for our merit awards and our prize givings coming up soon. And then we're going to start with divergent design deals. All right, e tū whānau. Tūkana mai te mana, kia tū ponua hou. I aku mahi katoa, me aroha atu, ka aroha mai. Kia tū tonu, he rangatira mō te iwi, ko toku tū, ka pakari ona tū, mā te uranga, ka pōwaia hou, hei oranga mō tātou katoa, tihei mauri ora. All right, can I please invite divergent design deals to the stage, please? Is he gonna put the hood on? Is he gonna put the hood on? Is it hood? Is it hood? I thought it was. Okay. Can you grab that? We need to hold it on. Do it at the end if you want, so then it's not that long. Turn around. You're speaking. Turn around. Oh, you're speaking. The whole thing. Just do it at the end because then it means it doesn't have to. You don't have to hold it up for long. It is wrong. Hi, so we're Divergent Design Deals. Divergent Design Deals was made about 20 students and 4 teachers, and our community project was all about making wearable arts and murals for around the school. What we did in Divergent Design Deals and what we planned to do was to make various pieces of wearable art for the school and also by making and repurposing old boards around the school for samples for our tato values because we were missing 2, and then to make a mural for the library. We were inspired by the different murals around the school. Take, for example, Miss Osborne was the leader of the kaha one that is in S Block, and then the tato values around the school with the one outside the library. With the wearable arts, our team was inspired by the tato values, and this would bring our group together to unleash their creative side to do this. Why we were creating these murals was to impact the school by being able to make the missing values, which was onatu and tūtonu, or perseverance and self-management. And this also was so everyone would participate and get the art department a head start for next year and an idea on what they could use for their tato values. When we would be doing this was throughout the 3 days that everyone had, but we were finishing our concept art and preparing our canvases and our main sketches for our murals with our wearable arts. They were planning what they were going to do with the materials they had. The next day was finishing any sketches and starting to paint our mural with the wearable arts, putting theirs together. And the 5th day was hopefully finishing all our sketches, painting, and any wearable arts that they were doing. Where we would be putting these was The new building, we could put perseverance there because you're persevering through a new building and a new time with C and D block getting taken down. And then our library mural being put in the library above the booths. And then with our wearable arts, they were going to be able to be used at different iwi events like tabloids or up at the pool, for example. Our team of our 4 teachers was Miss Osborne, Mr. Takedo, Miss Og, and Miss Phillips. We also had the art department and other students to provide assistance. Our health and safety risks when we had this, we had heaps, but we discovered throughout it that we had a few more by getting burned by the hot glue guns or not having enough ventilation for the paint to dry. And these are some of the photos of our library and how it did. You guys can hold that up. So this is at the moment, how we've done with our library mural. The ones in front of the stage are the ones that the people in our class have been able to do within our 3 days and the samples for it. And then these are a few more photos of people doing it throughout the year. And then our wearable arts. Thank you. That's all.
Alrighty, thank you, Whānau. Just while Cheerful Charities come to the stage, I think it's really awesome to point out the growing number of arts-based initiatives within our school. So you would have noticed the school values, and that group touched on it. They've been going up over the last 2 years. Those are student-led projects. This year, we've got another one in development. We've had our Wānanga group, but we've also got an incredible mural going on in the library at the moment that Fire Susan and 3 junior students are working on, which is going to be put up in our brand new radio club space next year. So if you're artistic, pop along to those events. There's a really cool Pacifica one that's starting next year, so as that we can start to get up more art within our school. Can I have the Cheerful Charities group, please?
Kia ora, we are Cheerful Charities. I'm Korari, and this is Freya. In our community project, we chose 5 different charities to help and support.
First, we have the Teen Mothers Association, and we chose the Teen Mums Association to learn more about what they do at Te Ōraha and how we can help advocate for this organization. Considering it isn't well known, and especially because a lot of young mothers aren't familiar with this organizational establishment, we visited the program last Monday to spend time with the mums and babies doing activities like finger painting, Play-Doh, and face paint. Throughout the week, we ended up fundraising around $110. We used that money to buy the babies Christmas presents.
Next, we have the Native Bird Centre, and our group chose this organization because we did our research and learned how much these people do for our native birds of Aotearoa. Robert created the organization in 1992 and had dedicated his whole life to the sanctuary over the past 32 years. There are many native birds that are suffering and or becoming extinct from the loss of habitat and introduction of predators. When we met with Robert, he told us that they take in 1,300 birds per year. It's an average of 20 birds per day, and it costs per bird $800 from rescue to release. They needed our help, and we delivered. We set up a petition to ban the sale of public fireworks as they negatively affect our native birds, wildlife, pets through noise, accidents, and shock. Our other petition, along with the SPCA group, was to allow people under 18 years old to volunteer and be covered by ACC, as we are unable to donate our time to the animal charities for this reason. We delivered our signed petitions to Shane Uriti's office and are awaiting his response on action for these requests in 2025. We are so proud to have donated $240 to the Native Bird Recovery Centre.
Next, we have the Northern Rescue Helicopters, and we chose this organization because it saves at least 4 people every day by providing 24/7 on-call rescue for those people in accidents, health concerns, and who are in danger on land and out to sea. They are operating from Cape Reinga down to Auckland, supporting people in highly remote areas, and we had the privilege to meet with the amazing pilots and the team at Kensington and decide to fundraise for them by doing a sausage sizzle, a car wash, and a street fundraiser. We donated $300, which will help them be able to keep saving lives, including possibly yours one day. They heavily rely on donations and fundraisers, and we were so happy to help.
And then we have the SPCA. Our group chose the SPCA organization because we love animals. We wanted to help by volunteering, interacting, and helping the animals. But unfortunately, our group is underage. We decided to fundraise money by doing a bake sale that was successful. A car wash was also done to fundraise money for not only our group, but all 5. We collected blankets and sheets from a donation box that we put in the front office. Last week, Thursday, our group went to the SPCA to donate the things that we collected. We were so excited to donate $250 as well as the blankets and sheets.
And last, we have Wharekai, and Wharekai is an organization that supports healthy access to affordable food and to support whānau to put food on the table. The reason we're doing this is to help the community and to show our support and how grateful we are for the things they do. We talked with the Wharekai to find out how we can help and made an action plan. We made posters and put them around the school and community for donations, including food and toiletries. We went to Wharekai and volunteered our time by restocking the shelves. We donated $100 from the money to purchase food and, stock the shelves.
Overall, we raised $1,000 over 3 days thanks to our staff, students, and the local community who are so generous to support the 5 charities. We are forever grateful. The end.
Okay, thanks, Whānau. Just while the behind the scenes team is setting up, something that I think I was pretty proud of this team throughout the course of their 3 days. Not just because they raised $1,000, but because they came to the Dragon's Den and some of the feedback was potentially not what they wanted to hear. So with short timeframes, there's always a consideration of turnaround time and being prepared and being able to carry out what you have planned. And some of our feedback from the Dragons was that they needed to consider some of their fundraising options, and that our advice to them was that potentially 1 or 2 of those didn't go ahead, that they had to rethink their ideas. They went home, they went back to class, they thought about that. They came back and challenged SLT. Not only did they challenge SLT in our decision making, they created a petition and went around the school and got students to sign it that said their project would be successful and that they should have the right to go ahead. Okay, that's pretty impressive from a group of juniors who the leaders of the school have just said no to go away and go, actually, no, we don't agree with that. We've got this. We think that we can carry this out, and we have faith in ourselves. Not only that, they went and backed themselves by talking to you guys, the student population, to prove that they had the best idea out of all of them. That in itself is pretty awesome. The fact that they then went away from that and raised $1,000 in 3 days, that's pretty impressive. 5 charities, $1,000, and a challenge to SLT. I think that deserves a massive second round of applause for the Cheerful Charities group. All right, our final group for today is the behind the scenes.
Okay, so our group is behind the scenes. Our group's purpose was to make videos to promote the community service project that Kamo High School was doing. Through this group, we have learned how to operate cameras, convert video files, and create and edit videos. So we'll be showing you some videos because they're quite long, so not much talk, of some of the highlights of most of our community projects. It won't go full screen, so you'll just have to, yeah. Okay. We are having some technical difficulties.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Thank you for watching. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Whānau. All right. As we come to the conclusion, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite Whaitash up because she wants to have a quick word just about the overview of the projects. But I want us all just to take a quick time to reflect on the last 2.5 weeks. What you guys have the opportunity to do is very different to lots of other schools. Okay, lots of other schools that ride out their curriculum right to the very end, but we take a different approach to curriculum here, and we look at how we can give back to our community. Your teachers and the time that they've put into supporting you, okay, has been tremendous over the last 3 weeks. The things that you've been able to do and achieve in that time, okay, has been due to the people that support you, but also the people that challenge you. Okay, and I think just going back to that charities group, the fact that they took the challenge, they walked away and they went, actually, nah, I don't agree with that. And they did something about it. Okay, I think that's when we're talking about living our Tātou values. That's something that you all need to take a lesson from. Okay, spending time. If you don't agree with it, don't just sit there and moan. What can you do to make things better? What can you do to achieve what you set out to achieve? And I think for the rest of this lesson this morning in particular, okay, you've got some pretty big things to achieve. Going back to class and reflecting on what you've done, but also making sure that you get that head start into year 11 and year 12 that your teachers have so willingly given you the opportunity to do in the last 3 weeks. Okay, I'm going to hand over to Whaitash, but I want you to think about that in the next couple of minutes.
Kia ora whai, Tracy. Look, I just wanted to give you a brief overview of where this all started from. So a few years ago, we decided that actually the curriculum, what you're taught here at Te Kamo High School, was something that was, yes, preparing you for your futures, but in some ways was preparing you for one type of future. We decided that actually we needed to provide wider skills for our students so that when you go into the world of employment, you're going to be not only employable, but you'll be able to contribute to the workplaces that you're in, not just from what's in here and the decisions that you make, but because of what's in here. So we looked at exploring ways to help you shine a little bit more brightly than what you might already be able to do. So there was a saying I was taught many years ago, it's not how bright you are, it's the way in which you're bright. So that actually takes on the multiple skills that every one of you have that you can pull on and use in different ways. So when I talk to businesses and employers and they come to me and they say, have you got someone for this job? This is what we're looking for. When they say to me, we want someone that's resilient, someone that can persevere and work through tough things and come up with solutions, someone that cares for other people, and someone that collaborates well with others. You don't always get that opportunity to have those things shine within your core classes throughout the year. So that is what these acts of service provide for you. Not only did we want to provide those spaces for you to aroha atu, to give that aroha and respect to other people, we wanted you to have some exploration into the world of work. So this year, Mr. Angus and via Tracy have really worked hard to put some career opportunities in place for you. So I've been absolutely thoroughly impressed with how you've taken this on board this year. I've also been really impressed to hear how well some of you are really working hard at those credits, those unit standards that you've got available to you, just so that you understand where we're at. Mr. Stewart and I have been crunching the numbers for the year 11 data, and our students have done really well at NCEA. However, they could have done better if they had more opportunities available to them. That is what you have had on offer. So I don't want you, especially you year 10s, to get to next year and be like, oh no, I hope that I did well in those external examinations at the end of the year. I don't want you having that risk of having to rely on that. These opportunities that you've got now provide you with that little bit of a stepping stone. Not many people are good at exams. Put your hands up if you are good at an examination, an end of the year test, and you can smash it. Yep, there aren't that many of us in the room. That was one of my specialties, is I could smash an exam like no tomorrow. But boy, oh boy, did I struggle to work hard all year round. Our system has flipped, okay? It expects us to work really diligently and hard on those little things to add them all up together to give you your qualification. And that is what you've started. These little bits and pieces of work that you've been doing are helping to contribute for your future. So I want to just also tell you that the community have been contacting me and saying thank you. Massive mihi to your students. Te Kamo High School is a place that we want our people to go because they clearly are going to come out of that school with things beyond just themselves. So homai te paki paki for you all. So today and tomorrow, today is going to be our practice and our merit assembly for our big prize giving tomorrow. We're being live streamed at the moment, okay? So, hopefully your parents will be able to pick you out in the crowds. When you come up on stage, remember, it's your moment. It is your moment to shine. I want you to make sure you take care with your uniform. You arrive ready to go, and I'm going to make a suggestion, particularly for tomorrow because the weather is looking really hot. Please make sure we leave jackets and jumpers in our classrooms because when it's hot in here, you get a little bit wriggly and antsy. And to be fair, yesterday afternoon, very smelly. Just saying. So make sure that you prepare yourself for that because we've all got to sit in here in the heat tomorrow together. That's it from me. Whai Tracy, are we going to finish up now? Okay, so we'll e tū mo te karakia tima whakamutunga, e tū. Kao, e noho. When we e tū mo te karakia, we stand and we prepare ourselves. We don't get up and have a chat. So e tū mo te karakia. Kia tau, kia tātou katoa, te atawhai o tō tātou ariki, e ihu kraiti, e te aroha, e te atua, e te whiwhinga taitanga, ki tā wairua tapu, ake, amene. You may go back to your groups.